Hello, hello! Welcome to a little Roto News episode, which I haven't done for a while. Audio, I just want to talk about audio and the announcement of the new Zoom F2 field recorder. This is something that come completely out of the blue. For me, I didn't know anything about 32-bit float recording. If you don't know, it just means you haven't got to set your levels. The gain is kind of automatic but irrelevant. You set it to 32-bit recording and you will not get peaking. This means your audio will always sound great. If it's low or if someone shouts, you never get peaking. You literally now can set your field recorder, sound recorder, however you're using it, and you will have great audio every time. Doesn't get rid of the need for a sound guy, but in the world of weddings, it's a massive game changer. So for weddings, I've used a few different microphones, but generally it's the TX650 by Sony. These are great little microphones. They are something I've been using for the last 2 years or so now, and I've done a separate video review about that. So go and check that out if you've got a few minutes, because you will see how good these little things are. And at about £90 in the UK, $100 in the US, they are good value for money. You'll get great audio. They're very small, they hide away, you don't have to worry about lapel mics. Clip them in and all you'll see is just a very nice little clip, or if it's on a dark jacket you don't see it at all. Zoom today announced the F2 field recorder sound recorder. You do have to use a microphone or a lapel mic, but you don't have to set your levels anymore. This really is, for $150, about £140, £135 in the UK, this is going to be a massive game changer for those, especially in the wedding industry. Any sort of field recording or anything you do is also going to be massively benefited. If you are working on a budget, then you don't have to worry about maybe having a sound guy, which again is a big bonus. It's not to say you don't need a sound guy, but I do think if you are pushed for time or budget, a little field recorder or a little clip-on mic can be great. This thing is just going to make a massive difference. So as I say, if you don't know about 32-bit float recording, I highly recommend you check out the Zoom F2 launch video. It's only 3 minutes and it details you very quickly what that can do for you. I just wanted to come at it from a point of view as a wedding videographer. It's going to change the way we work. If, as a wedding videographer, you're still using just a microphone like a Rode Video Mic Pro, whatever, on top of your camera, and you're not using a lapel mic or a clip-on mic, the bad news is you're kind of doing it wrong. You really can improve the quality of your sound with such small expense. Now, your clients may not complain or moan about the audio you're getting with a shotgun microphone on top of the camera. You will probably think yourself, it's quite good audio. When you start using lapel mics, it makes a massive difference to the production. You can stand a lot further back. Your talent or the couple will be further from you, but you could zoom in and get crystal clear audio with just a couple of these, one on the celebrant or the registrar or the vicar, and one on the groom to cover the groom and the bride, and you'll find they are wonderful. Now, I use a few different microphones for my weddings. As I say, that's my main go-to, especially for clip-on, and then I use what you're listening to now, which is the Tascam DR05 or DR05. And it's a lovely sound. I enjoy what audio I get from this, and it's something that I generally use in the studio. I've got one set up here to a Rode Video Micro because I just like the organic sound you get from the Rode Video Micro, and there's no batteries to worry about, so you plug it straight in and off it goes. It's nice sound, I'm sure you'll agree, this sound is okay. And it's something that I think sounds a little bit better than the other one that I use, which is the UX560 by Sony. This thing is a handy little recorder, and I tend to hide this in flowers or things. So if there's a reading and I'm not able to clip a microphone on someone who maybe walks up to the front for a reading, or it's also backup audio I can hide in the flowers near the registrar, and it just gives me, again, another option for good audio should I need it. I don't always need it or use it, but for the sake of another, I think it's £60 for one of these, you can just hide it and you will get much better audio than what you're getting from your microphone, your shotgun microphone. Even if you're only 2 or 3 meters away, you'll find that that gives you better audio. That's a little bit too big for that, so unfortunately this gets used for a little bit more on the commercial side of things. And there's other field recorders that we use, or maybe hire in depending on if I need a sound guy. When it comes to weddings, and this is my point of view, this Zoom F2 is such a game changer. You really need to go and check out that video. I believe we will be getting stock into the UK very soon, or at least by the new year, when my weddings are, fingers crossed, going to start again, as long as COVID starts to tail off and weddings do happen again. Lots of positive news coming out about vaccines and things like that should hopefully get things level, give people the confidence, if nothing else, to get back to normal life. And for me, that's the most important thing. So hopefully we'll be able to get back onto things, and I'll be able to get a couple of these in stock and put them in the kit bag and show you what they can do. So expect a full review on this Zoom F2 very soon. But as I say, for the price, it's an absolute game changer, and I think it's certainly worth looking at. There is a Bluetooth model, which is an extra £50 or an extra $50. Gives you a few more options, and you can monitor the audio if you need to with your smartphone app, which is a nice bonus. But for me, I don't really think I need to. The advert says it itself. You literally plug in the lavalier mic that comes in the box with it, hit record, and walk away. You don't need to worry about it, and the audio is going to be great. I don't understand where this 32-bit float recording technology has been. I've never even heard of it till this week. I saw a video at the start of the week from Gerald Undone talking about a different float 32-bit float recorder, and that's a little bit more expensive, but was also fantastic. This just seems to be, for me, an even better option, even more of a no-brainer. We're talking something that's only about 2/3 the size of this. It will easily fit inside of a jacket pocket, or again, you could hide it and just have a little microphone. You could have a lavalier mic, you could put a Rode Video Micro attached to it if you wanted, and you haven't got to worry about levels. And if they are 1 meter or 2 meters away, you can change the gain in post and have fantastic audio. It's unreal, it's fantastic. I think it will actually do away with having to put these lavalier mics, or clip-on mics rather, on lots of different people, so I wouldn't have to put one on the registrar. I just put it on the groom, and every time the registrar speaks, I could just boost it up a little bit. It's only going to mean literally minutes in the edit, and it's going to make such a big difference to your audio. So as I say, if you're in the wedding game and you don't already use lavalier mics, and I don't think there's many of you that don't, but if you're not using any form of extra microphones or sound equipment, you really should look at it. And if you haven't yet, now is the time. The Zoom F2 is a no-brainer. You don't have to worry about it. You just plug it in, hit record, and off you go. You just tack it onto your talent and you're done. Fantastic. So yeah, this was only ever a short little Roto news video. It's just a massive game changer for me in the wedding videography world. And if you didn't know about it, because for some reason it hasn't been plastered all over the forums and groups that I'm aware of, a few people have mentioned it, but it's not really getting the traction, and I think this is huge news, wonderful news. So do go and check it out if you get a chance. Thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're thinking of getting one or your thoughts on them, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. As always, I'm Matt from Roto. Be safe, be kind, and be the best you can be.